Huh? I can start off with my same song.
Can I buy that CD?
Can you buy the CD what?
With all this stuff.
Why don't you give me a CD and I'll burn it for you and bring it to you? Give me a blank CD.
Hey,
Huh?
hey,
I'll burn it for you. It ain't a problem. Okay, let me go and find my stuff.
Yeah.
Right? What's up, peeps? It's your man. I'm back again.
It actually looked better turned the other way. You want me to turn it the other way?
I tried it. Can you do it? Because I tried it and feel like I was about to break something. I don't want to do that. I mean,
Here, it's 5 o'clock. I need to, 4:57. I got 3 minutes. We need to start it. We have 45 minutes.
how you doing that?
Oh, I.
That one there.
Earl, come do this right quick. Put that in there. He got it.
Somebody trying to run me out of Chicago. They said keep the guns down. I'm sorry, I gotta lift my arms. I gotta do something, baby. Hey, hey, hey. Get it right. Gotta get it right. Got to wait. They've been waiting all day. I told them I was coming for them today. They just waiting. Now they got it. You got a full dose of this melanin arm. Young Hollywood. What's that?
You know what? Your phone is sideways.
Yeah, you got it.
Maybe I should tilt the screen.
Yeah, that's right. That's right. That's right. I got it. I got it.
Okay.
You might tell people you don't. I kind of get that about you. I like it though. I like that.
I'm going to start off with my same song, okay? Are you ready for me?
Yeah.
Okay. Teresa, you can hit that for me?
Oh, my lot.
Yeah.
Thanks, sir.
Go ahead, Daddy.
Okay.
Oh, yeah.
Magnificent Kate Lowe to my right. The lovely and vivacious Teresa on my left. Mr. Winfrey on the boards over there. Oh my God.
Hey, I want to welcome you to the #1 internet radio station, intellectualradio.com, an iHeartRadio station. A station where we have 70 shows, 70 to 150 hosts and co-hosts, streaming 24/7 on your smart device with internet access. I am big and beautiful. I am fat, but also fabulous. But most of all, I'm cute and confident. I'm the big sister of RhythmnFlow Radio, your host, Katie Lowe. Sitting to my immediate left, we have a guest.
That guy. It's that guy. He's got a bunch of names. Wait a minute. If you're looking right now, if you're listening, don't adjust anything. You aren't having a delusion. It's not a mirage. It's just a phenomenon. Let me tell you what we got. To my left, the lovely and vivacious Teresa. To my right, the oh so monumentally magnificent Katie Lowe. And the talented, oh my God, the guy who's nervous to Mr. Winfrey. And you got me, James Gordon, the commissioner. Jimmy Gordon, young Hollywood Jimmy Gordon. Jimmy Gorgeous, Jim Gordon, a.k.a. Mr. Terrific. GPA, greatest boy alive and poetic unsung. Mr. O, agent provocateur. Woo! You are ready for the day. Let's get it. Woo! Can you bring it?
I'm so glad that you tuned in.
Woo.
We have a guest that's listening. This guy's excited. The greatest boy alive.
Greatest boy alive.
Is that right? How you get that name? Tell me how you get that name. You want me to recognize you as a GPA. Talk to me.
Love, I know you're tuning in. So you know every poem I write, every word, every syllable that I speak is all about you. Because I'm mad about you. When I wake up in the morning, every morning I get on my knees and I thank God. I thank God for letting me be alive again, giving beat to my heart.
And the way you express yourself is awesome.
Oh, thank you.
So is this why you're known as the GPA?
One of the many reasons. Because I have my self-esteem is on growth hormones.
Okay.
So it grows every day. every day I take breath and I'm allowed to wake up. The Father allows me to wake up. I feel great. Greatness. He didn't create us. Excuse me. I hope I don't rub anybody the wrong way, but I believe in God. So it's just my thing to speak on. Okay. He didn't create us to be miserable.
Okay.
Mediocre. To engage in these things. These are things we delve in of our own volition for some reason or another. We stray from the path. So I'm going the other way. I believe in greatness. I believe in embracing my greatness and improving it. Everything I do, why not do it the best you can? And be the best at it.
May I ask you how long have you been writing poetry?
Wow. I've been writing poetry forever. But like professionally, 2009, I wrote my first book, The Confessional Heart of a Man, and then started performing. You ever started something and you stunk at it? I stunk at it. First started performing poetry, it was horrible. Because I was mimicking other people. I was doing that, and I used expletives in my poetry, which shouldn't be in there. And so I had to revamp. In 2010, I did a makeover of my poetry style. Romantic, love, you know what I mean? And then and some conscious things. But took all the expletives out and had my own speech style and everything.
So therefore you had to find the motivation behind your own poetry.
Yes.
Because you said you were mimicking someone else.
I was mimicking everybody else. Everything, like the spoken word, like you can hear sometimes. Everybody sounds the same cadence. I did that. And it didn't suit me in my voice.
Okay.
So here it is now, though. Here we are now. Like,
okay.
Boom.
Okay, so you found your niche.
Yes.
Found your niche in poetry.
Yes.
Once you found your niche,
yes,
you took off.
Yeah.
Okay. Now, is there a certain genre of poetry that you write?
I believe if I was a poet several hundred years ago, I'd be in romantic.
Okay. All right.
I love women.
Okay.
All the aspects of women, and they make for good poetry. Life makes for good poetry. There's so much in women and in nature. It's so beautiful. You know what I mean? So I write like that. I write about that love and romance and such.
Okay. Is there a driving force behind your poetry? You know, like, okay, let's say, a lot of times, like a person, if they sing, they'll say, well, the driving force behind my music was my mentor, which was my mother. Okay, your driving force may be someone you love.
Yes.
Your driving force could be...
That's it. That's
exactly someone you love.
Yes.
Oh, wow, I hit the nickel on the head.
That's exactly it.
Okay. So that's your driving force.
Yeah.
Now, is that driving force that you write the poetry in? Is this the same driving force because you've also written some books?
Yes.
You are now the published author.
Yes.
Okay. All the books of poetry.
No.
No.
Most of the books are poetry. I've written 2 children's books. They're a series. The Adventures of Bobo. My grandma, when I was little, my grandma was a huge Cubs fan.
Okay.
And she says all the time, do not interrupt me when the Cubs on. Don't ask me anything. And she was a soft-spoken lady. But she told me definitively, don't do it. So one day, being a little bit of a knucklehead, I went in and asked her, can I get the brownies? Now, you know you don't eat brownies before dinner, but these brownies were delicious. She made them with Hershey's. Hershey's, oh my God. Wait, I'm sorry. Wait. I'm getting a whatchamacallit. So, we cool? Oh, okay.
Oh, he's something.
Okay.
Okay.
So I went in there one time, she says, Bobo, stop. And I was like, one, because grandma said to stop. But 2, I didn't know who the heck Bobo was. And the name has stuck these decades later. So it's basically my adventures. A lot of times, African Americans are not portrayed in a positive light, and especially in children's books or whatever, we aren't given the characters. So I took myself and took some of the adventures I had and put them in the books. And the first one is Hi, My Name is Bobo, A Weekend in the Life of a 5th Grader. And it's basically it. My family watching Sanford and Son. My family going to the movies downtown. I grew up in Chicago. And for those of y'all who don't know, downtown used to be the mecca of movies. The Chicago Theater, State and Lake, United Artists, all those things. And my family, we'd always go downtown. We stayed at the movies. We stayed at the movies. And so there was this weekend. So then the second book is Here Comes Bobo and Scooter. And now Bobo has a friend, Scooter the Beagle. And sort of like Charlie Brown and Snoopy, here they go. And now it's the adventure of the summer, going to summer camp, encountering a bully, having his first crush, and it takes Bobo leading right up into middle school, and that's the next book. Here comes middle school, Bobo, you ready? You know, that's the next book.
Okay, now, that's a children's book.
Right.
Now, I want to ask you, because it's a children's book,
Sure.
have you got that book circulated in the Chicago public school system?
Not in the public school system, but in the library system.
In the library?
Yeah.
All
In the
right.
library.
Okay.
That's one of those things, you know, when you self-publish, you got to hustle a little bit more than maybe traditional authors. Not that not that they don't, but we have to. You have to push yourself. So I've got there are a couple bookstores in Michigan where books are, and then I pulled back when I started acting. I pulled back from my author activities a bit.
Okay, what makes one self-publishable?
For genre like poetry, unless you're an actor, entertainer, or some renown or whatever, it's a little difficult to get a traditional publisher to publish you. So self-publishing was a route for me, and I made the mistake. And this is some hints. Anybody out there thinking about being an author, I'm gonna give you something right now. Be careful. Do your research. Okay. First publisher I had was iUniverse, and they were subsidy publishers. They didn't do anything. They just paid the money. You know, you pay your money to them, and they give you quote unquote free books. They aren't free. And that's it. And that's it. They just get you a bulk, and it might work. And it worked for my purposes first time out. But now I've gone through Creative Space. And now I'm under GPA Media, which is our own company, my brother's company actually. But you just have to be careful if you're going to self-publish. Do your research. Find out what fits you. Find out if you want to pay X amount of dollars or X amount of dollars. See what you get.
So when you self-publish, do you have to have a certain amount of books that you publish? Like, say, they might say, well, you got to have published at least, 500 books?
That's a great question.
I'm just saying.
No, that's a great question and that goes into the research, because some cases say we need you to buy this many books for us to take care of you. Like Creative Space, you buy as many as you need or want, and it's no minimum or maximum or whatever. You just
and what is it called? Creative Space.
Creative Space.
That is another way to self-publish.
It's through Amazon. It's the Amazon subsidiary, and they publish your paperbacks, and then you can go through Kindle and make it on the Kindle. So it's pretty easy, relatively easy. It doesn't cost you a thing. Oh, here's the other thing. It does not cost you an arm and a leg to publish your book. But what you must pay for, you must have a professional looking cover. You must have an editor. More than likely, 2 at the minimum. You gotta have it. Don't edit it yourself. Because you'll look at your work, with a little bit of ego, like, oh, I wrote this is magnificent, and you got a million errors. You gotta have an editor. So those things you have to pay for.
Okay, for anybody that's listening, and some people always, we've had quite a few authors on here, some have self-published.
Right.
And I think you made a very valid point today for those that are listening. I want you to go back and tell them what you said about Amazon.
Okay.
You know, Amazon is hot. Everybody know that.
Amazon's a beast.
Okay.
Amazon's a beast.
But I want you to go back and say that again, what you said about publishing through Amazon.
Okay. There's a company. It's called CreateSpace. It's Amazon's subsidiary. And it's all about publishing your book. So all you have to do on CreateSpace, you go, you've got your book, you have to put it in a PDF, you upload it, you got your cover, make that a PDF, you upload it, wait the time, align it how you need to, and you publish your book. Now all you have to do is order copies. Notice, during anything I just said during that process, it didn't cost you any money. It costs you no money to do that. So when I see people on Facebook or whatever say, hey, I'll publish a book for $9.65. Like, whoa, okay, what all are you doing? Are you getting it on TV too? Are you promoting it? Are you editing it? Is that in the package? No, that's not what it is. You pay for editing. You got to do it. I can't stress that enough. Because there's some poorly written books out here. You pick up a book and you see the first page, it's like a million grammatical errors. It's horrible. Somebody put your book down. You got to pay for that. You got to have a great cover. Those two things you have to have. But Amazon is really easy. CreateSpace, CREATE space, A space. It's all together. It's all one word. And even if I missed the A somehow or another, you punch it in and it'll pop right up. It will.
I hear you. Okay, so now that's some real good information right there to have. So now you also said that you do it through Amazon, but you got a website called GPA Media.
My website is www.iblowyourmind.net.
Okay, what is GPA Media?
GPA Media, that's my brother's company. And what our goal is going into 2018 is we want to start publishing authors and providing author services. Promotion, publishing, editing. We want to do it all, have you come under this one umbrella and work you through it and keep you from getting schemed and scammed on out here, because there's a lot of that going on. So GPA Media has been who has published my last few books. The Bobo series, my novel, The Warmest Winter, and the books, I Have a Thing for You series. Published those books.
Okay, you know, I've noticed that you also have some music. No, it's not music, it's poetry.
Right.
On Reverb Nation.
Yes.
Tell me what that's about.
For the longest time, I haven't been on Reverb Nation that much. I got to be honest. A lot of acting now has really pulled me into it, and it's demanding.
Okay.
But Reverb Nation is this giant website. It's like over 4 or 5 million people, and you load your. So what I did, took poems. I found instrumentals, put the poems over the instrumentals, and loaded them up. And there's a bunch of them. I've been doing that for the longest. It's fun. It's almost like creating an album. I've got some albums on there as well. So that's a fun thing to do. I love rhyming over music. I do.
Did you bring a track with you?
I did not.
Why not?
I don't know. It's part of me. I don't know. I don't know. And I thought about it. And I sat there and thought about it. But I've been in this.
Because you have there's some real good tracks out there.
Thank you.
They're a little sensuous.
There's a few of those.
Yeah, they're
That's why I'm called Agent Provocateur. I wasn't sending that to Mr. Winfrey. I wasn't sending that to him.
I didn't want to say wrong too much.
You got it's very. Y'all love it though, don't y'all? Y'all love that. They love that out there.
It's definitely some hot.
Woo! All right now.
Okay, well you said that. Hey, you got motivated by love.
Hey, yes indeed. It's a beautiful thing.
All right now. Listen, we're going to take a break, and we're going to come back because not only is James Gordon,
that guy,
a.k.a. GPA.
Woo!
Oh, you like that, though?
I like him. I don't like you. I like him, though. I like that guy you're talking about.
Not only are we going to come back, but to tell you, he does more than, he's more than an author. He's more than a poet. He's more than, I would deem, a great spoken word artist.
I appreciate that.
Okay? Because I put the headphones on and I listen and say, oh, this man can get real devilish. Okay? But I'm going to play this song by one of our guests. Her name is Rachel White.
It's my homegirl, yeah.
And the name of the song is Problems. And we're going to come back and we're going to talk about the film industry and James Gordon.
Hey.
Enjoy the music, please. What you say? Uh-oh, maybe I'm not plugged in.
No power ball. It's in the plug or something.
Take that plug and listen to it. It's a long one. Okay. The plug is my computer.
Oh, there.
Yeah, right here. See the white one there? Yeah. I plug it.
Y'all all right out there? Y'all good? Thanks for tuning in. Appreciate y'all. Somebody just posted my book up. Yeah, thank you. Thank you, Roche.
What do you say? Okay.
Just want me to hit something.
Stay with me. Rachel, they playing your jump. They playing your jump. That's hot.
Okay, I want to welcome you back to the #1 internet radio station, intellectualradio.com, and iHeartRadio station. This is RhythmnFlow Radio with the Big Girl Internet Radio. Katie Lowe, and sitting to my immediate left in the studio is...
God, oh my God, Jimmy Gorgeous, no. Mr. Terrific, no. Yeah, and yeah. I see you. Woo! And don't forget
And a co-host.
Teresa and
All right, I do want to remind everybody that this is October, and October is Breast Cancer Awareness Month. That's why I have on team. I also want to say that, you know, our co-host, Nikki Martinez, who was a host here, who had her own show, LOL with Miss Nikki, who interviewed mostly comedians. She lost her battle with cancer this year. And, you know, we always want to pay homage to her. Also, to all of my sisters, whether you're my sister by blood, or whether you're my sister by faith, or whether you're my sister because we're all connected through the universe. I want to say to those who are fighting the battle, to those who have lost the battle, we never give up. Because one day they're going to find a cure. You know, it takes time to do everything. But I want to put that out there, that we have to keep supporting cancer awareness until they find the cure. All right, now we're going to get back to Mr. James Gordon, better known as GPA, Greatest Poet Alive. You are from?
Southside, Chi-Town, all day.
I mean, were you born and raised out here in Chicago?
Born, bred, living, representing Chi-Town, Southside, all day.
Okay, now, let's talk about, we know that you're an author and a poet. You know that you have some poetry
Yes.
on Reverb Nation.
Yes.
It has a musical background, but you've also done some things in the film industry.
Yes.
Okay, why don't you tell us a little bit about what you've been doing in the film industry?
Well, I started off a couple years ago. I started out doing background work. And for those of you who may not know that terminology, we don't use it, but extras. So it's people you see walking back and forth or driving their cars. I never knew that was a job. I didn't know that was a job. I thought it was just people, and they called them in the film, and they had to sign a waiver or whatever. I didn't know they were paying people to do that until I did it. So I did that. I didn't think too much of being an actor. You know, I'm a teacher by trade.
Okay.
So I did some of that, and I got in a couple movies. Version, Version. I love spelling.
Mm-hmm.
I did that, A Slice of Life. So I did a few more movies, and I said, wait, you know what? Maybe I can do this. And I wound up on the Steve Harvey show. Shouts out to Sean Ed. He linked me up. Wound up on the Steve Harvey show, and we did a workshop about celibacy, being celibate with your partner. And it was Devon Franklin and Megan Good. You know, they're married. They wrote a book, The Wait. And so I was part of that discussion. And I was like, whoa, okay. Now I've been on TV. I've been on the Steve Harvey show and talked. What can we do? Maybe we can do something. Did another movie, some more commercials, and boom, I got my agent in January. For great talent.
January of this year?
Yes.
All right.
Got my agent, great talent, #1 agency in Chicago. And it's been cooking. It's been cooking. I've been cast in this pilot. It's called Sudden Effect. It's supposed to shoot in January. I just want to let y'all know, when it starts filming, a lot of y'all, I'm cutting y'all off. I just want to let you know now. So if you think I'm getting brand new, I've already warned you. As soon as it starts filming, right, we're done. Just, okay? Just
Well,
stay.
you cutting them off?
No, it's just,
Oh,
you know how people say you get brand new.
I don't know. Well, you were scared me telling me cutting people off now.
I actually am okay.
Yeah.
I'm so excited. I'm in my first play.
What's the name of it?
The Indescribable Gift, directed by the incredible Antoine McKay. You know him as Bunky on Empire. You seen him in that commercial.
I didn't know
the bank commercial.
Antoine.
He told me, he said, tell Katie Lowe, quote, director, make sure I say this right because he's watching. He said, tell Katie Lowe I said hello and I got something for her.
Okay.
That's what he told me to. He told me to say. He said, make sure you remember that. All
You
right?
know what? I can say that I truly love Antoine McKay. I love him as a friend, and he really has supported our show because he's been a guest, not only the show here, but we have a little remote studio, and he used to come to that remote studio and bring friends. And you know, when you get on a radio show with him, you forget what you're doing because it becomes an improv studio. Okay.
That guy's
He
all of that.
He's all of that.
All of that.
And 2 or 3 bags of Lay's potato chips, what they say. I bet you can't eat just one. He's a great guy. He really is.
So he's directing our play. It was funny because last year when he opened up McCall Theater, I shared it because you know a lot of us always say buy black. We support black businesses. So when he opened, I shared it. I said, man, I didn't even know him a year ago. Now he's my coach. He's my acting coach as well. So he's working with me and making me a better actor, and it's been tremendous. So this play, Indescribable Gift, is set in Chicago, and I play Bud, the lead character Bud. That's why some of y'all are wondering why I got this. I said I got to grow it out. He said I can't shave it. It's got to grow all the way out because Bud is like in his 70s. So I got it, and I'm not that. But I grow it out. It's fun. It's so exciting.
Okay.
Challenging because I've never done theater before.
And it's Antoine McKay. It's McKay Arts at what's that?
McCall Theater.
1439 on West Jarvis.
West Jarvis.
Up
Something like that.
in what's that? Skokie.
That's still Chicago.
It's your Chicago.
Is it Rogers Park? I think it's Rogers Park.
Okay.
You know, I didn't even know we had all these different places in our city.
Don't we have a lot of them?
I was like, you know, my South Side. I just thought it was South Side, West Side, North Side. I just thought it was that. I didn't know Andersonville, Rogers.
Yeah, for every side of town, you have all of these other little communities in that side of town. You know, it's like I'm from the West Side, but I live in the Austin community. So then you got Lundale. You know, you got the Lundale community. You've got all these other communities on the West Side,
Right.
just like on the South Side.
Right.
They've got
Windsor
they got
Park, We got Chatham. We got
Chatham, yeah, all of them.
Yeah.
Okay, so they have all these other communities that are located there, but
It's just something when you start traveling, because being a Southsider, and you never really had a reason to go north. I never did, really, until I started storytelling and doing poetry and acting and stuff. And you wind up in all these places. What side of town are you from?
Southside.
Come on, give me some love. Give me some. That's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about. I knew that's the reason I liked her. You cool too, but this Southside.
oh, I'm
thing,
fabulous, honey.
it's
You
love.
ain't got to tell me. I know who I am. Don't get me to spit up and chewing the words.
Love it. And it starts October 19th.
Okay.
And it runs through the 28th.
And is that going to be at?
In the park theater.
Okay.
Yes.
All right.
Tickets on sale now. First show sold out. It just happened, man. It just. It's such a privilege to be a part of a program with Antoine. I mean, his name means something. Not the
Antoine's name means a lot. A lot of people know him as Bumpy.
Right.
But I tell you, on my first interview with him, and I got to find out, he's a theater major.
Right.
Okay?
Right.
And before he got that part on Empire, he had already laid his foundation.
Right.
Okay? It was time for that.
He was knocking them down.
That's right.
Second City, he was knocking them down.
Absolutely.
I did my research. Director dude, I did my research on you.
Yeah. He is an alumni of Second City. So he had already laid down his groundwork.
Yes.
So when he went to Empire, he went there because he earned that.
Right.
Okay. And
Yeah,
you're earning yours. Now you're earning.
Wow, it's so exciting.
Okay.
I never saw it. You look at your life and you go to school, you do this, that, and other, and you got it. And then here this is over here, like, wow.
Tell me, how is it taking those acting classes from Antoine Gale?
He's relentless. Hey, you didn't hear that. That's why you didn't hear that. He drives. He's pulling stuff out of me that maybe I thought I knew I had, but I didn't know. He's pulling it. It's stretching just in this experience these last couple of months, and it's just a privilege. That's all I can say. I'm just blown away by it all.
And so the part that you're playing, you said you're playing the part of
Bud.
Bud.
Right.
So from taking the acting classes from him
Right.
and being cast in, this is a play, right?
Yes.
That you're cast in. How do you feel, you as an individual and Bud as a character you're playing? How do you feel that your character, I guess you would say, intertwined with Bud?
Great question. And in his words, as he would say, because I'm a showman, as GTA, as a storyteller, I'm a showman. And Bud in the play, is a storyteller. He's a showman. He commands the attention. He has this omniscient type of feel. He knows what everybody's doing, and he's the center of it all. And that's usually what people tell you. Some of my actor friends watching now, when I show up on set, they'll tell you, I bring life, I bring light, laughter, I bring it. And so that's how we're saying. I guess that's why I got. It's the greatest compliment I've received as an actor. Antoine said to me, plenty of people auditioned for the role that I'm in, but plenty of accomplished people, and they didn't have it. But he said I did. When I did my tape, my mom, shout out, hey mom. I'm a mama's boy, I love my mama.
Okay.
She went through the lines with me. She does every time I do the lines with her, I get the part. Everything I do the lines with my mama with, I get the part. So we keep doing the lines. But he said that showed that I had it. Because we were laughing, doing the lines and what have you, we were real loose, and I memorized it really quick. So that's the greatest compliment I could ever get. So there are people out there who taken a bunch of classes and acting, and I was able to get this role. And I'm gonna tell you now, October 19th, I'm knocking it down. I'm just gonna tell you right now, make sure you show up. You're gonna see something. Some of y'all have seen me on stage, storytelling, doing poetry, what have you. I'm gonna show you something different come October 19th.
Okay, I know that you also have been casted on Chicago PD.
I've done background work on PD.
Okay, Chicago Fire.
Yep, all the shows. If you
Shameless.
Yes.
Okay. Sirens.
Yes.
Okay. Slice of Black. Batman versus Superman.
And the funny thing about Batman versus Superman, you can hear me in the commercial. There's a commercial when we're interviewing Lex Luthor, and I say, Mr. Luthor, but they cut my face. You can see my shoulder.
Okay.
And I said that was exciting because I'm a Batman. I'm a comic book geek, If anybody don't know, I'm a huge nerd. I love comic books. Batman.
You say you're what?
I'm a huge nerd.
Okay,
Video games.
why you classify yourself as a nerd?
Listen, wonderful thing. I love to read.
Okay.
I love comic books. I love cartoons, superhero cartoons specifically, superhero movies. Love video games. There it is. And I have to be pretty smart. So that falls into the gamut. And I like it. Better than being one of the cool kids. Because nerds are the cool kids.
Okay, I want to ask you, is there anything you want potential readers or authors to know about James Gordon?
When you pick up one of my books, and I brought a copy of one of my poetry books to y'all. It's from the Have a Thing For You series. And I wasn't going to say her name. I told her, babe, I'm not going to say her name. I'm not going to say Amanda's name today. I'm not going to do it. I'm not going to do it.
You love that. You love that.
I said, babe, I'm not going to say your name. The last time I was on the show, she said, you aren't going to say my name? I said, yeah, I did. She said, no, you didn't. And I played it back for you. She said, you did. I said, yeah, I said I was. So I said I wasn't today, but Amanda, I said, oh, there it was. There it is again.
He didn't say anything.
No.
Did you hear anything? Did you hear anything, Teresa?
Amanda?
I didn't hear it. That's why
I
didn't. I didn't hear it. She heard it. I didn't hear it.
She's sitting there like this. God, this guy.
So is there anything you want potential new readers or other authors to know about James Gordon, GBA?
The same dedication, the same hard work that I put in the books of poetry is similar when I write a children's book or write a novel, or I delve into a little science fiction lately. I'm messing with that a little bit. I give great care and detail to know that by the time you pick up a book of mine, it's been read over, read aloud, looked over by 2 or 3 other people, and then I give you a good product. My poetry is real life. It's not anything too fantastical. Of course, there is a lot of metaphor, simile, hyperbole, and all that, but it's real life. You can relate, and you can place yourself inside the poems. So I appreciate your support. I appreciate being here. Thank y'all for having me.
Okay, is there a consistency, say, when you're telling a story, how people follow your story? You know, some people can't tell no story. They start telling a story and they end up somewhere else. Is there a consistency in the way that you tell the story?
You know.
Can I follow it?
How did you know segue like that was genius? Oh my God! For those of y'all who don't know, I happen to be a champion storyteller. I have won them off 13 times, and I've been Grand Slam champion. There's only one person who won more than me. Shouts out to Nestor Gomez. But I do have a winning edge versus Nestor Gomez as well. He knows it, I know, but he's darn good. He's the best. He's the best there is, to be quite honest. So yes, just one of the best things about these things overlapping. And my poems are stories, actually. They just aren't random lines, punchlines or whatever. No diss to anybody that writes like that, but you have to. Because you can't look away from a story. You can't look away from a story. You gotta have your details. You gotta have your outline. You gotta have your beginning, middle, and end. You gotta have your catharsis, your rise in action, your resolution. You gotta have all that. And if you put all that together, people can't look away. It's like a good movie. It's like Usual Suspects. Perhaps the greatest movie of all time. You can't look away or you miss something. So yes, there is a consistency. Has to be.
Has to be.
Has to be.
Because when you're telling a story, in order for someone to follow your story, it has to be consistent.
And
From the
compelling.
beginning
Yes.
to the end.
Consistent. Can't go here. And if you do go here, now, the best stories don't travel a straight line. The best stories start here, go way up here. But they go way up here for a purpose. And then they come back down. Yes, it comes right back down to the line. It all weaves in somehow or another. So it can have that, but like you said, some people start way out there and they keep going. They keep going.
And they get lost in it.
And you're like, come on back.
They get lost in it.
And they lose you.
And they get lost and you're like, what did I just say?
Wait a minute, that's not what I asked you. Come on now. So, yeah.
Like, you can, for an example, if you say this can mean something in a story, in a movie, starts off with something and then bring it back later. It can be consistent in there and advertising too.
That's perfect. That's a perfect example. Because, have you ever seen Usual Suspects? Oh my God. This movie. You gotta check out this movie. Have you seen it?
No.
Oh my goodness. Gotta see this movie. Oh my goodness, there's so many things, there's so many elements to the movie. And I can't tell you. Because I mess it up. I'm never one to tell movies anyway. If you've never seen The Usual Suspects, people, watch it. Check it out. Take a couple hours and watch this movie. The Usual Suspects. Check it out.
Who's in it?
Oh my goodness.
Is this one
Kevin
of your
Spacey?
movies?
No,
No.
I wish.
Okay.
Woo! Kevin Spacey is the man. He won. I think he won an award for this movie. I think he won an Oscar.
When did it come out?
Oh my goodness. 94?
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
94?
So I probably can find it on one of those sticks or something.
Oh, most definitely. Most definitely. I was looking for, they just took it off Netflix. Just took it off.
Okay.
And I watch it all the time. But yeah, you have to be able to, that strand, that strand, you have to be able to weave it and then, hey, okay, now I'm going to step out here, but I got to come back. If I step out here and lose them, I'm done.
Now, I don't think I asked you this, because I asked you how long had you been writing poetry. But I'd like to know what motivated you to go into poetry.
There's a tragic comedy called Serial No Conversion. My dad, greatest dude I've ever known, my dad was one of those people who was just a stickler for education. Read, read, read. He had this thing. He was a tyrant when he did this. He said if you didn't know a word, you had to look the word up and write a sentence, write it in a sentence. But then you had to do the same thing for the word above it and the word below it. I had a notebook this long full of words and stuff. I said, I gotta start knowing words. This is crazy. But I had to improve my vocabulary. So he bought this book, Norton's Anthology of English Literature. And it had Cyrano de Bergerac in it. And Cyrano was this guy with his long nose, but he wrote beautiful poetry. He's in love with Roxanne. But he knew, he thought Roxanne would never give him time of day. So his soldier guy was loving Roxanne all, but he couldn't talk worth the darn. And Cyrano was eloquent. Roxanne found out, she knew that was him. She loved him, Cyrano. He was killed eventually, but his words, his poetry. And I said, wow. I wonder if I could do that. And I just start, you start writing out the roses are red and rhyming everything. And the more you experience life and you go places, it affects you. Like I love the water. I love the water. I love nature. So it allows me to write poetry. That's where it started at. And it's something about writing a poem. It's something really like it.
All right. Okay. So, what are you working on? I know you're working on the play.
All in the play.
With Antoine McKay.
All in the play.
But is there anything else that you're working on with the TV series? Yeah, like as far as Chicago PD, Chicago Fire.
Okay, I'm up for a part right now.
Can you talk about it?
I'm not saying
Can you
anything.
talk about it?
There's this thing called first refusal. And what first refusal means is you and somebody else. It's you and somebody else up to this part. And I'm up for this part.
I can tell you've been around Antoine McKay.
Why could you?
Well, I used to try to, squeeze him to get information out of him about Empire. He wanted to come back as Bunky. That was Bunky's brother.
Right.
So I used to try to squeeze him to get information out of him about if he was going to come back. You know how it be what they call it, a ghost or something.
Right.
He did come back.
Yeah, but I know. You had to wait to see it because he's not gonna tell you. And so what I started doing was following him on Facebook.
That's right.
And I started seeing him that he was on set.
Mm-hmm.
So then when he said he was on set, I'm like, where? I'm trying to squeeze the information.
Right.
And so I see that, I can tell you've been around. I'm working on something. It's like I really can't talk about it.
Now here's the opposite though.
I ain't gonna talk about it.
See that thing right there because I've been close. Anybody out there who's acting, any of my actor friends, y'all know about that first refusal. And first refusal is, I won't say a bad thing, but it's a good and it's one of those things that just, because this is my third day on first refusal. And you're waiting to hear, hey, did I get it or do I release my availability? And that's where I am right now. And I've been close a few times.
We wish you all good. we wish you nothing but blessings.
Thank you. I
Okay?
appreciate that.
Now, if there's someone who wants to get in touch with James Gordon, or they just want to know about James Gordon, do you have a Facebook page? Do you have an Instagram? Or you on Twitter?
I'm on all
I mean,
that.
how would they find you?
Listen, I'm not hard. Y'all know I'm not hard to find. I mean, turn on your TV, look at the movies, go to a play. You see me? No. Yeah, but this is the truth though. But James Gordon on Facebook. Instagram is Greatest Sport Alive, same way as Twitter. And my website is www.iblowyourmind.net. Boom!
All right. Listen, you've been listening to Intellectual Radio, the #1 internet radio station, with our in-studio guest, James Gordon, the greatest sport alive. We really appreciate him taking out time from his busy schedule to come and be live here in the studio with us. I want to remind you that I'm responsible for my actions, my behavior, and my words. I take responsibility for everything I say and do. I am the creator of my destiny. I don't blame others for things that happen to me. I'm accepting my responsibility. Self-love, self-respect, self-worth. They all start with self. Remember, it's not who you are that holds you back. It's what you think that you're not. Think about yourself. Life is like a camera. Just focus on what's important. Capture the good times. Develop from the negatives. And if things don't turn out right, take another shot. We thank you for listening to Intellectual Radio, RhythmnFlow Radio with Katie Lowe and co-host Teresa Abor and our in-studio guest, James Gordon. So today is our weekend. And as my girl Shirley King would say, it is the weekend.
It's gone. www.blowyourmind.net. Good call.
All right.
You got sign up. Y'all take a picture? Can I take a picture of y'all?
Now,
Hey, that's awesome. Oh my goodness, surprise.